video，大家好，欢迎回到我的频道。Today I just want to show you how a typical dormitory looks like for international students here on this campus. Again, we have two campuses in this very district, and this is where I used to be before I moved to the apartments. This very room is where the IE stay, and IE is more like an overseer of the dormitory. Whenever there is a conflict or any cleaning or anything, she's the one who oversees it. So we call them IE or auntie. So this is how my room looked like. Typically it's supposed to be occupied by 8 people because we have 4 bunkers, and then we also have wardrobe. This mirror here didn't come with the room. I mean, when we came it wasn't this. We had to buy that ourselves. So for each person in this room, you will take one of the lockers. As you have seen, the locker is very tiny. Imagine one person taking one locker, but fortunately for us, we are only 4 in this room, or we used to be 4 in this room instead of 8. So each person takes one of the bunker, and what you see on your left hand side with the toys are mine, and there's this ladder that helps one to climb up. So if you decide to sleep on the upper bunker, you use the ladder to climb up. Like I said, now there's just 4 of us, so you would see an empty bed in each bunker. This is my bed with my many toys. To each bed there is a socket where you can connect to charge your phone or your laptop, and that's just basically it. We bought the mattresses ourselves. Either you buy from the school or you buy one online. Myself, I decided to buy online because the online one was quite better and comfy than what the school was selling to international students. This side is for my other roommate who is from Morocco. I'm sure you can see from the flag there that she is from Morocco. She's currently not available. I'm the only one there, that's why I'm videoing. I didn't want to inconvenience anyone. And the top bunker is where she studies, so you can see her books. It's more like a bookstore or something, like a storage area for her. And this area too is a storage area for the other person that is sleeping there. The other roommate who sleeps here is from Tajikistan, if I'm not wrong. She's currently not available, and she and the Moroccan lady are using this particular, what's it called, storage box or wardrobe, which initially was designed for 4 people. So right now, because there are 2, each of them takes 2 of them. And yeah, I'm actually on break. I am currently studying HSK4. That's my level of Chinese proficiency. We are on break, so I decided to come to the room. Usually when there's a break it's like 2 hours because people have to go for lunch and whatnot. So I decided to come to my room even though I don't stay here. And one thing that I love most is the fact that I didn't take my things out when I moved out from the school dormitory, so that whenever I come to class and I'm feeling a bit tired or I feel sick, I can come back to the dormitory to sleep on my own bed or my own mattress, which is a good thing for me. Yeah, so basically that is it for the room. And so we also have an AC, which we normally use during the winter because you know how cold it is here in Chongqing, even though it doesn't snow. And the back here is our balcony. We do our washing here. We can also cook if we feel lazy to go to the common kitchen, which is about 10 or maybe 8-minute walk from our room. Sometimes it's just tired to move all your stuff to the kitchen and then back here after you're done cooking. So we bring some of the stuff here to cook at our convenience. And this is the sink where we wash our dishes, brush our teeth, wash our clothes, and the water flows very well. This water is actually free. We don't pay for that, but I will show you momentarily the type of water that we pay for. So when you come to the washroom, because most of the time it is cold here, if you want to use the hot water you have to pay for it, and there's an app that we use for paying to use the water, and there's a meter that clocks to show you how much you're spending. And as you can see, at the stand is where we keep our soaps and other like things for our body. This thing we had to buy, that blue thing that is covering here, because we felt like people could see us from the outside even when they are walking, or from the cafeteria, which is just behind. This is the cafeteria as you're seeing. So we felt like people could see our nakedness when you're bathing. We can't be paranoid as girls sometimes, so we bought that thing to cover the place. And these hooks, we usually keep our towels or our sponges when we are taking our bath. So basically that's it. There's nothing fancy here to say. The washroom is quite sizable for one person. So as I was saying, this is the meter that reads how much water you are spending or using, so you're able to monitor and know how much you'll be paying at the end of using the water. And this is what you use to turn or switch the hot water on after you have scanned using your phone and made all the payments that you need to make. So this is our squat WC. Typically this is what is used in China, unlike the European type. So basically this brings us to the end of this video. Bye.